come everybody turn the internet to high school. Drama between the classes trying to flex until they like you. All the fucking parties about richy fucking white dudes talking shit while trying to fight another richy white dude. Go figure. Hey yo, gossip at every corner, that shit is bad. Hold you underwater, you acting cooler on Billet Labs. Testing out of order, they call you out till you posting mad. Big apologies like you joking, the genie can't go back in the bottle. Holding back on the throttle, they fucking up on the model like Usher, yo baby mama. Better check on your ego, we'll never make any sequels. I'm backing all of my people, they're saying Lizzo was cheating. The accusations are egregious. Just like a movie you seen with the whitest woman who healed him until she got an Oscar and a speaking tour. Michael said adoption was conservatorship, making money stealing their stories like some studio shit. Hey yo, it's picture day, Donald say mugshot. Fourth indictment, give him the cuffs, dog. He been trying to skip the debates while running the race. Fans fucking crazier than Karen's hallucinating on planes. This a robbery like flash mobs up in LA, or X throttling traffic to everybody they ain't. Watch the ruble drop, baby, that inflation is gas. Tell Apple they owe me money when my battery cracks. Hold up. Hotter than the 1800s while Maui fires keep raging, the tourists still keep coming, the devastation is crushing. So if you ever asked about it, maybe don't say no comment. What the fuck, Joe? Get these people agents in the hottest summer, falling in the holes just like a Jonas brother. Karma is a motherfucker. Maybe they'll resign like Minnesota police, or auction off their credibility while videos peak. Ooh, too soon. Come on, Linus. That hurt me more than it hurt you, bro. So our whole breakdown section got corrupted, and this is me redoing all of it. I hate technology sometimes. Hey, thank you guys so much for watching another episode of Freestyle the News. If you like what you heard, please tell that like button, hey, it's not your fault. It's not your fault. It's not your fault. And then leave a comment on your favorite bar. We got some news on Spotify coming on Sunday, so we're really excited to tell you about that. But essentially, we've been rendering out all the songs that we need to put on there. There's going to be a giant project that drops with all of the stuff from the last couple of months. So please look out for that. That's coming out very, very soon. Also, if you haven't heard Impact, the music of Evo 2023, please go to your whatever streaming service you like and listen. Listen to Run Back City. It's one of my favorite things that I've ever done, and I think you guys are going to enjoy it. Let's get into the breakdown because I'm redoing this, and maybe I'll be a little bit more focused this time. But the first thing we're going to talk about is Linus Tech Tips. I'll summarize this as quickly as possible. So if you don't know who Linus Tech Tips is, he's one of the biggest channels on YouTube. Linus Media Group is one of the biggest media groups on YouTube. They own several channels. They review everything from electric cars to PCs to water cooling systems. They're like the tech YouTube messiah, like the peak of tech YouTube. That was until 3 days ago when GAMER'S NEXUS, another really, really well-known tech channel, posted a 44-minute mic drop about the inaccuracies and some of the unethical practices that he says that Linus Media Group is perpetrating. Now, look, I know a lot of this can seem like random YouTuber drama. You're an asshole, somebody breaks out a ukulele. It's not. There's a legitimate and pretty valid concern that GAMER'S NEXUS brought up. You see, Linus produces so many videos, like a shit ton of videos. Their pace is insane, to the point where he had to step down as CEO and hire a different CEO and make himself Chief Vision Officer because of the breakneck pace that it takes to, in his mind, keep at the top of the space. And GAMER'S NEXUS says that's created a lot of inaccurate data, bad testing, and sometimes actual real-world consequences to some smaller companies. You see, there was a company called Billet Labs. They gave Linus this water block that they made, this prototype water block that's used to cool graphics cards. If you don't know anything about PCs, your PC has this little card that lets all of the visuals, kind of come. If you want pretty graphics, you need to get a graphics card, but those run really, really hot. And so Billet Labs created this really cool water block for a graphics card, and they sent Linus this prototype to test it out and see how it would work and give his impressions and thoughts. And Linus tested it incorrectly. He didn't go about it the right way. He had problems making everything fit and work. And in the end of the video, he said, nobody should buy this product. That's a damning shot at a small company, especially from the biggest tech YouTuber in the space. And it went from bad to worse when, due to a miscommunication, Linus ended up auctioning off the prototype when Billet Labs needed it back. Oh, my dude, and we're not done. We are not done. These are some pretty damning allegations to Linus Media Group's workflow. And so Linus is seen as like a good guy on the internet, like he's seen like as a decent dude. Yes, he owns a company, but he's trying to do the right thing. And he responded in the worst possible way. He posted pretty much a fucking novel to his fans, kind of saying, well, we didn't sell it, we auctioned it, which was immediately like eaten up and said like, what the fuck is the difference? But I actually do get that sometimes when you're in like a position and you have ADHD or something, you tend to over explain things and focus on details that aren't as important when you're being defensive. But that's what it came off as. Linus was super defensive throughout the whole thing and just being like, this sucks that we can't do the right thing because we always do the right thing, instead of taking the criticism on the chin. Like, yes, it's an expose, but it's because you need to do better. People in your company are telling you this. But that message was poorly received. For the next 24 hours, Linus was roasted on Twitter, on the Linus Media Group subreddit, even just everywhere. Linus was just getting lit up. The QRTs are not being good to my man. And so the next day, they post an actual apology video. It's the first video where you actually see Linus's new CEO coming up and being like, hey, look, we have to do better. You see multiple company heads, including Linus's wife, say, hey, we're gonna stop production. We're gonna be more thoughtful and figure out what we're gonna do in the future. You see Linus come up and talk about it. And that video was also roasted because it was seen as too jokey. And that's the, oh no, we're not done. Later that day, a former Linus Media Group employee came out and said, hey, while I worked there, it was a toxic environment. There were so many fucking issues. I was harassed. I was sexually harassed by certain people in leadership. And it was just, my work was called dog shit. It was just a bad place to be. And I left for my mental health. And that sparked another round of burning at the stake. And so within 3 days, this guy who is seen as, a guy who's trying to do the right thing turned into, look at this corporate asshole shill. Linus has burned a lot of goodwill in those 3 days. That's a lot about what I talked about in the rap. And just for my personal feelings on this, look, I am a fan of Linus, right? Personally, I don't think that there's anything intentionally malicious there. However, I think blind spots are a powerful drug. It is very easy for something you don't see coming to hit you and you not understand, hey, you actually fucked up here. The reason that thing hits you is because of decisions you made. You're just focused on why someone hit you. And Linus's decisions did lead up to this. These are not inherently new criticisms. They're just magnified over a large period of time. And even GAMER'S NEXUS, their video wasn't meant to be a drama video. It was meant to be like, hey, this is hurting our entire industry and it creates problems when you do this stuff. Granted, he's harsh, but you gotta be harsh sometimes. And that's kind of, I think, the whole week for me. It's like, it feels like there's just been a lot of drama this week, centered around large figures in position of power having messy moments. Situations like Lizzo and the cheating scandal. There was a woman who posted on TikTok that Lizzo had stolen her boyfriend. Like, her boyfriend was cheating on her with Lizzo. Garnered tons of public attention, especially with the messiness that's going on. And again, I'll repeat it similarly to the Jonah Hill video. There are certain people who are like, I fucking never liked them. I knew one time they looked sideways at a camera and I just fucking knew that they were shitty people because I live my life with flowers and rainbows. And every time I open a door, I close it and I say, does anybody else need this door open? And they're like, no. And that's why I'm a good person. No, shut the fuck up. Yeah, just an overall messy week in a messy situation. And I want to know what your guys' thoughts are. Are you going to rock with Linus? Are you like, I'm fucking done? Where are you at? And that's going to do it for today's episode. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I'm sorry it's late. My fucking system deleted the breakdown. But I appreciate y'all. We're going to be back here again Sunday. My name is Zaid, and I'll see y'all soon. Let's go!